Well, hello. My name is Mehrab Khanmun. I'm currently pursuing Masters in Industrial System Analytics at University of Basa. Today, I will be presenting my final present project on evaluating the IEEE Code of Ethics in context of modern engineering challenges. As we navigate new technological landscapes, it's more important than ever to revisit and reflect on how well our professional ethics align with reality. So going to the next slide. My background, actually, you can see my background in mechanical engineering combined with my current focus on system analytics places me at the intersection of innovation and responsibility. I've seen how rapidly developed, like the rapidly deployed technologies without proper ethical checks can cause actually a real harm. From data breaches to environmental consequences and others. That experience made me passionate about ethics and engineering. I chose to evaluate the IEEE code because of its relevance to fields like AI, artificial intelligence, automation, and sustainable technology, all of which are central to my studies and actually related to future goals. So we can see the next. Coming to the background, the IEEE Code of Ethics serves as a moral compass of engineers in electrical computing and systems domains. It outlines principles like honesty, integrity, and public welfare, which guides our decisions. But in today's environment, which is actually driven by AI, big data, and a global crisis, those principles need to stretch further. Ethical decisions are no longer just about safety in the physical world. Now they also involve questions of algorithmic fairness, data transparency, and you can say global justice. This slide sets the context for our critical evaluation of code. Coming to the next slide, its implications on ethics. Let's explore how ethics affect actual engineering decisions. Think of an engineer working on an autonomous vehicle, for example, beyond technological performance. They must consider who might be harmed if the system fails, if the AI learns from more biased data. Or imagine this is designing a medical device. Do we ensure accessibility for developing regions or only focus on profitable markets? The IEEE code provides broad values, but engineers today must navigate incredibly complex moral terrain, where ethical principles often conflict. Like balancing innovations with ethical responsibility is no longer optional; it is much more than essential. So here, if I analyze the IEEE code, the IEEE code of ethics has several strengths. It promotes integrity, encourages awareness of technological impact, and fosters professional accountability. But there are gaps. It lacks clarity on AI ethics, privacy, and environmental impact on modern engineering. It also doesn't provide clear enforcement mechanisms. So what happens when someone violates the code? Additionally, the code assumes a one-size-fits-all cultural views of ethics, mm, and which isn't adequate for global practice. And finally, there's little focus on interdisciplinary teamwork, I can say, despite its rising importance in solving today's complex challenges. So to the next slide, what are the recommendations we can give? To stay relevant, the IEEE code must evolve. First, it should directly address AI ethics, incorporating guidelines for transparency, bias mitigation, and human oversight. Second, it needs stronger privacy and data governance standards, especially in the age of surveillance and data modernization. Third, sustainability shouldn't be a vague goal. It should include clear targets like carbon reduction or life cycle assessment. Fourth, we should introduce scenario-based ethics training in engineering education. And finally, the code should promote inclusivity, cross-cultural awareness, and responsibilities to marginalized communities. So, what are the conclusion? In summary, I can say the IEEE Code of Ethics is strong ethical foundation, but like technology itself, it must grow. As future engineers, we're responsible for shaping a future where technology uplifts humanity, protects privacy, and respects the planet. Ethics are not just about compliance, they are about leadership and impact. If we want to build trust in technology, our ethical frameworks must lead the way. So, the references. Actually, I have drawn from official IEEE and NSP materials, academic textbooks, and scholarly work on AI ethics to support my analysis. These sources are crucial in framing my understanding of how ethics must evolve with engineering practice. Thank you for watching. I hope the presentation inspired you to think deeper about ethics in engineering. If you want to, actually, if we want to innovate responsibility, our ethics must evolve with our tools. Thanks.